Bitcoin stabilizes just above $19,000 as 3 Arrows Capital files for bankruptcy. Meanwhile, Celsius Network moves away from the margin call while El Salvador and MicroStrategy continue to acquire Bitcoins. All of this and more on Mundo Crypto's newscast. Welcome. The dark predictions have come to pass. Cryptocurrency fund 3 Arrows Capital files a petition under Chapter 15 of the United States Bankruptcy Code. This petition, filed before the New York courts, has begun the process of resolving the insolvency proceedings of the foreign companies. Let's recall that 3 Arrows Capital is based in the British Virgin Islands, and precisely there, a liquidation order has been issued by the competent courts. As a result of this judicial requirement, 3 Arrows Capital has been forced to carry out an insolvency procedure in the United States. One of its breaches involves the loan granted by Voyager Digital for a value of over $650 million. The company recently announced that the investment fund has not made the agreed payments. The loan consists of $350 million in USDC and another $323 million in Bitcoin. And the delicate market situation has led Voyager Digital to suspend all transfers, deposits and withdrawals. The measure came into effect on July 1st, and according to the company's own statement, the objective is to buy time to find solutions that allow the platform to be maintained and preserved. At the moment, they have not issued a set date on when the services will be resumed, and they assure that they will keep clients up to date as new measures are adopted. Let's not forget that this Voyager situation is not an isolated case. Just last month, the Celsius Network platform suspended withdrawals as a result of extreme market conditions. At Celsius Network itself, it seems that all efforts are focused on reducing expenses. According to the report from Kylian platform, Celsius has set in motion the procedure to fire 150 staff members, which is equivalent to 25% of its total employees. This decision may come from the restructuring advisors hired last week by Celsius, where changes are being implemented to neutralize the situation that has been caused by the bear market. But it's not all bad news for Celsius. The MakerDAO debt has gone from 224 to 82 million, thanks to payments made in recent days. The collateral provided remains stable, but by reducing the debt, the percentage of that collateral with respect to outstanding capital has been increased considerably. In fact, it has gone from 154% on June 13th to 577% on July 4th. This not only makes MakerDAO more secure, but also raises the price at which the dreaded margin call is carried out. Just a few months ago, the margin call was at $13,000 and now it sits at $3,000, so Celsius can now calm down. Celsius's lawyers, according to the block, continue to advise the company to file for bankruptcy, but the directors seem to resist and bet on fulfilling their obligations and repaying the debt. Another company that has been accused of suspending withdrawals is KuCoin. One of the largest exchanges in the world has received a large FUD through social media, questioning its ability to support its clients' funds. Faced with these accusations, its CEO, Johnny Liu, has come forward to clarify the situation. He has denied any connection with 3 Arrows Capital, Luna or Babel, which have all faced problems within the crypto world. In addition, Liu himself published some of the latest data obtained, such as a funding round of $150 million in the first quarter of the year. While the bear market's volatility has led to a growing mistrust among investors, there is one company that has managed to rise above this. Of course, it's MicroStrategy, which has increased its Bitcoin reserves by around 480 Bitcoin, with an investment of $10 million. Its CEO, Michael Saylor, took to Twitter to review the assets owned by the company, which already holds 129,699 Bitcoins. In addition, he announced the average purchase price of this digital currency of $30,664 per token. This purchase has generated controversy, to say the least, and one of the most prominent opinions has been that of economist Peter Schiff, who reacted to Saylor's message by questioning his acquisition. Why? Well, because the 480 bitcoins are only 0.004% of the company's total Bitcoin share. So the announcement of this purchase seems to be the result of an attempt to influence the market by showing confidence to investors. The fear that it was ripping through the cryptocurrency market has led many investors to dump their Bitcoin. However, for others, it represents a unique buying opportunity. This is the case with El Salvador, which has taken advantage of the fall of Bitcoin to purchase even more of it. As a matter of fact, it has taken the opportunity to acquire a whopping 80 Bitcoins at an average price of $19,000. However, this is no surprise, considering President Nayib Bukele is known for his passion around this cryptocurrency. In fact, just a few months ago, he announced the creation of Bitcoin City in the Salvadoran country. His optimistic stance on this cryptocurrency is unwavering. Even now, as Bitcoin experiences difficult times and trust in the ecosystem falters, Bukele is convinced that Bitcoin is the future. Bitcoin mining continues to be the talk of town. The use of proof of work continues to divide the public opinion between those who are in favor of this system and those who are against it. But amongst all of the uncertainty, one of the most important technology and communication companies seems to continue betting on proof of work. Samsung has recently announced the production of 3nm chips and will have Pansemi as its first customer. This company is in charge of designing specific application integrated circuits, also known as the famous ASIC rigs, which are used for Bitcoin mining. Another of the best-known companies in the sector, Qualcomm, seems interested in joining Samsung again after its separation in February due to delays in shipments from the South Korean company. As for Ethereum mining, there's been some developments, kicking off with the decrease in GPU prices. These cards used for mining Bitcoin alternatives such as Ethereum have fallen in price by 57% since January, as reported by Tom's Hardware. This has happened due to the drop in Ethereum mining profits, since the profitability of mining this cryptocurrency has also decreased, creating problems for many miners. Also, Ethereum's move from proof of work to proof of stake makes the investment in GPUs disappear. That said, it's not all that negative. Despite the fact that Ethereum mining profits have dropped, the average ETH gas rate is also down. After the operability problems in the month of May due to high volumes of transactions, it seems that the Ethereum network has lost some of the interest shown by consumers. If in the month of May, average gas rate was almost $200, now it sits at only $1.5. Figures unseen since 2020. A large part of these losses come from the non-fungible tokens industry, as it seems that investors have lost interest in NFTs, as shown by the low creation of mass collections. The last one, the one from the other side metaverse, was one of the reasons behind the operability problems. And throughout the bear market, it seems as though important institutions worldwide are becoming more and more accepting of digital currencies. So much so that the International Monetary Fund stated in a blog post that cryptocurrencies can be an alternative to traditional payments, and in addition could increase the efficiency of this type of transaction. After years of reluctant comments about cryptocurrencies, the IMF seems to be beginning to understand this technology. It also took a positive stance towards CBDCs, seeing them as an evolution of fiat money and announcing that several major central banks are considering launching their own credit card-linked CBDCs. In this way, the energy consumption associated with this type of economic instrument could be reduced. In other news, in the hopes of reaching as many people as possible, Binance has partnered with one of the most viral personalities of recent times. TikToker Khaby, a celebrity with over 142 million followers on the platform, will help the exchange's new users to learn about crypto. Following the collaboration with Cristiano Ronaldo, Binance has pivoted and decided to target a younger demographic in this most recent collaboration. Its union with Khaby won't just stop at teaching. The collaboration with the Italian-Senegalese influencer will range from content creation to the launch of non-fungible token collections. Even the CEO of the company, Changpeng Zhao, has shown his approval publicly. And the NFT market is now featuring another of the most popular people in the world. Kylian Mbappé has become the ambassador and image of Sorare, a virtual football competition in which a multitude of real players are represented and which is entirely developed on blockchain technology. The French star, who has made headlines this summer after renewing his contract with PSG, joins the long list of well-known figures interested in this technology. Sorare is a game based on football player cards in the form of NFTs categorized by rarities. Other footballers such as Gerard Piqué, Antoine Griezmann or Cesar Azpilicueta were some of the first investors in this video game. And now let's move on to the latest cryptocurrencies movements. Let's kick off with the top gainers, where Terra's old stablecoin USTC leads the way for the second consecutive week, but this time its value has increased by over 27%. This is followed by Arweave and Convex Binance. In terms of top losers, in first place is KuCoin. This is due to FUD received via social media accusing the exchange of fund problems, something that its CEO Johnny Liu denied. Over the last week, it has lost 17% of its value, despite the fact that its price today has headed to the upside. Keep a close eye on our YouTube channel tomorrow, as we'll be telling you everything you need to know about KSC. Other tokens in the losers list are Huobi and Helium. And precisely in the DeFi field, the tokens with the highest market cap continue to be DAI, Avalanche and Uniswap, and the blockchain networks with the highest total value locked are Ethereum, Binance, Avalanche, Tron and Solana. In other words, not a lot has changed in recent weeks. And finally, in the NFT sector, we have Flow, Mana and the Sandbox as the tokens with the highest market cap. And this brings us to the end of today's newscast. Don't forget to like and subscribe in order to stay up to date regarding crypto and blockchain technology.